I love to talk about something. I love to talk about the old Gillette commercial where it's kind of misleading and they're aiming for some kind of not objective, but some subjective idea that men should know how to be men and they shouldn't do these certain things because society says so, because they're trying to inform people with politics, even though they're a shaving commercial to begin with, but at the same time they're trying to enforce this agenda about toxic masculinity as if it's a major problem, as if being masculine is a toxic feature to a man's life, even though that's a trait they have and they act on it. And everyone who who acts on their masculinity isn't toxic. And just because you met some men in your life that were toxic and had a masculine straight to them doesn't mean that every man who has a masculine side to them doesn't mean they are toxic. You can't have that perception and try to push it out in society on other people as if that's the main thing men are. Men know how to be men and they have learned how to be men. You can be sure that they shouldn't do these things, but not push it as if you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. I mean, they're self aware of that. They're self aware that what goes on with some men who go out there and do horrendous acts, who do terrible things, and sometimes they get away scot free in most cases. Not all cases. I'm saying like in certain cases that men do these things, and including women. But it's like the main focus is men, and nothing else matters but men, and they exclude the fact that men have much problems as women do. And no matter what you say, no matter what you do, it just doesn't change the fact for them. They ignore the facts. They ignore what you say. They don't understand what you're trying to say to them. And it's so comprehensible that they just refuse to understand. They don't want to understand. They don't want to listen to you because you're a man. They think you're mansplaining. They get all these terms. They put all these terms on you just to fit their agenda, just to fit what they want, to fit their propaganda. They're not really doing anything to help society. They're trying to push some superior subjection to for themselves. If you understand what I mean. But at the same time, it's you can clearly see it's so transparent. It's clear. It's clear in broad daylight that they trying to make themselves seem like they're the superior sex. And it seems like it's just nonsense going on. And it's like me talking right now about this issue probably will be excluded from people. People probably think something of me talking about this, but it's a serious thing. It goes on. I don't understand why things are going this direction. I don't understand why it's like this or why people make it so difficult and convoluted. It's like, why? Men know what to do, and it's like you're trying to control them and what they can do. It's like you're trying to control them from being masculine because you don't like it because a masculine man who hurt you in your past. So you're trying to make them feel like they can't do because you feel bad from your bad experiences from your past. They didn't know how it works. You can't control how men act. Men know how to feel remorse, and the ones who do are the ones that are the problem. Not all men are emotionless and careless. They're not reckless either. Not all of them. You can't have the perception and try to push it on society and other people as if that's the fact. That's what goes on. Everyone has this perception. Every man has this perception of perceiving women, or everyone thinks this way. And I mean what I mean by that is men. Every man thinks this way. Every man has this objection as if they are toxic and their masculine features, their masculine trait is toxic, and it's like they pushing this one topic, this one subject, just to it makes men feel so afraid, so fearful to even talk to women in most cases, and it's terrible. They should be able to walk up to a woman and just talk to them. But it seems like it will be turned into something else because of judgment and assumptions put upon you for their careless insinuation. And it's like, why? Why are you doing this? Why not? Every man isn't the problem. And if you think every man is the problem, it's you who is the problem. It's you causing problems. It's you that makes society think this way. Can you keep propagating it in these directions so everyone can believe how stupid you are? How it just shows how misinformed you are by aimlessly believing the media and what they say is fact, because you can't objectively go into things deeper, but you just subjectively view it for what it is by what they say and say it's true because they say so. That ain't how it works. You gotta look into things deeply and see what the real facts are. Because these days, facts aren't out there. They ain't gonna push that anymore. They're not gonna push that out anymore, by what I see. Because the only thing they're gonna push out is the whole propaganda, their own propaganda. I mean, and what they think is fit for everyone to hear. That's all. They're not gonna listen to you. They're gonna push out what they want. And it may be funny to you because I'm a man or I'm a male or whatever, but I'm just trying to speak the truth. I'm trying to speak honesty about what's really going on in society and what's going on in the world, because it's a huge issue and men are having a hard time. And if women think that I'm supporting them and I'm excluding them and excluding them, I'm not. I'm talking about one thing that's going on right now for men, for how they're affected majorly by this direction they pushing people in, pushing men as if they're the perpetuator, as if they're trying to perpetuate some kind of narrative, as if every man that exists right now is a problem. And when that's not true, and I really am sickened and frustrated and tired of hearing this propaganda being pushed down my throat and other men's throat. Cause I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who's suffering from this. I'm trying to speak out to people who actually need to hear this agenda that's being pushed non-stop. It's like an endless cycle. It won't stop. And I'm tired of it. And I bet you a lot of other men are too, and other people. Not even just men. Women support this. Women out there actually care about men and let them express and know they are just human, just like they are.